Hi, this is Roxy from Roxy's Yachty House. So I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. Anyway, I came on here to talk with you guys a little bit about my recent experience with COVID-19. I'm trying to adjust the light, y'all. Sorry, it's a little weird. It's like bad bright. No? Uh, anyway, so um, to be honest with you, I really don't know how I got it, where I picked it up from. Because I don't want to say I'm a homebody person, but I have a 2 year old. So because of him, I've been a homebody person. Because I don't want to, I have two small children. I have a 2 year old and I also have a 7 year old. And I really didn't want to expose them to anything. So I don't really take them out the house like that. And I don't really necessarily leave the house unless I have to or I need to. Sometimes you need to get out the house. So anyway, I realized that I had this is my second fight with this virus. The first time I had I guess the original version. This time I had I call it Omarion, the M. Night Shyamalan version of COVID. The whatever the name is, Omicron. So anyway, I was the day after Christmas. We cooked Christmas. We had like some family over, not a lot. Now looking at it in retrospect, I feel like that was probably not a good idea, but I don't think it was from them. I think I already had it. I just didn't know yet because it happened really fast. So a week before we decided to do Christmas with just the kids, and some of my husband's older kids. I had like a really bad cold, and it almost felt like the flu. The kids were sick. My daughter had picked up something from school. The kids were sick, and the cold kind of went through the house, and I was the only one that didn't get it. And then when everybody got better, of course, I got it. So anyway, I'm fighting with this cold, and so when I'm finally kind of over it, the hardest part for me was probably the lingering cough. I had a cough, and it sounded like bronchitis on my chest. It was really bad, and I really wasn't coughing up any mucus or anything. It was just like a cough. Anyway, so I had this cough, and um, sorry, y'all. I'm looking at emails coming through on my computer. I'm at work. Well, I work from home, so I'm still just checking on stuff. Anyway, so I had the cough. That lingered about a few days after, and then all of a sudden, I got sick again. There was a 3 day time frame where I was feeling okay, but still had a cough, and it was like that cough wasn't going anywhere. And then all of a sudden, I felt like I was having the flu. Like it was worse, and I had a fever. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm just now getting better. And I think it hit me hard because I was already weak from the cold or flu that I had previously. And it hit me hard, or like the COVID-19 hit me hard because, like I said, I had already been sick. I only had a 3 day time frame where I was recovering, and not 100%, but I was definitely like 90%, 80% better. And then all of a sudden I got hit. I have Holmes test. I wish um, I had one to show you, but I don't. I think it's Bionex home test. I bought it when we started the cold. When that cold was going through the house, I bought a couple kits, and it comes with two each. So I made to make sure that I was testing to make sure the little ones didn't have it when my daughter had gotten sick. So I know it wasn't COVID at that time because we were testing, and and so when I got sick the second time, I tested again. Of course, tested positive. I was so depleted from the first cold, fever, cold flu. I just think my body just didn't have the energy to really fight this thing as much as I would want it to. And then I kind of went into, I don't want to say depression, but I don't know, man. I was not in, like, I didn't have a clear mind, and I was in a really weird headspace because um, it was like I was just getting over something bad to now being quarantined in my room and sick again. It really played on me. It really, really, really played on me. It really disturbed me like a lot. And because I had been in the house sick for over a week, and then now I'm back in the house sick again for over a week. This is almost 3 weeks straight. I've been struggling with some sort of illness. And yes, I already know what you're gonna ask. I'm not vaccinated. Um, I'm not vaccinated because I don't want to be vaccinated. But I think I'm getting to a place where I think I might need to be. Um, because I don't know if I can fight this thing. No, no, let me not say that. By the grace of God, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But mentally, I feel like it would really kind of disturb me at this point if I got sick again. After just going through like a, you know, so I can handle it because I can handle anything that God allowed me to be able to handle, right? But yeah, I don't really want to do it. I don't want to. So I'm thinking that I might go ahead and get vaccinated for that sake, for the sake of not getting it again, and also not giving it to anyone in my household, my family, or whatever. The day I got sick, um, so this is the thing: my husband's at the house on Christmas, and he was sick, and he insisted on cooking for Christmas. Jamaica man already, you can't tell them nothing. When they make up to their mind, so they're gonna do something, whether I'm sick or not, I'm gonna do it. Get up and call himself a cook. Sick like a dog, you know? Sick like a dog. To me side say, I'm a cook. So I said, come out time where. But I did end up going in the kitchen at some point to do like the things that he doesn't do, like mac and cheese, potato salad, sorrel, those type of things he don't really mess with. But so I did end up going in the kitchen to do those things. And his daughters came over, his older daughters. We had a couple of friends over. Um, and so no, not friends, sorry, it was all family. His brother came down and his kids from New York. But at this point, my husband was already sick. And so the older girls got sick the next day. And then the next day, the night of the next day, I was starting to feel weird, but I didn't know I was sick. I was just like, I just got over something and I'm overdoing it already, in the kitchen, cooking and doing all this stuff. So I decided to, I said, let me get some rest because I'm just probably still tired, because, when you get sick, it depletes you. It really sucks a lot of your energy. Um, so anyway, um, but it wasn't that. It was COVID. It was COVID. That's why I believe that he had it. Lord, missus, you can't tell him say you don't have it. Jesus, it coming like it's a plague. And, no, me, me don't have it. You have it. Where you get it from? Me don't have it. And I'm like, you can't have it. That means me alone forget. So I am the one to bring it in the house. You're telling me you cannot have COVID-19. It's not possible. No, me don't have it. Okay, I ain't gonna argue with you over it. Me test positive. I make a quarantine. So I'm doing this video because I have a friend that one of my best friend, that has, oh my gosh, she has just had people around her like with it, like multiple people, and so she's constantly like stressed over it. These are people that she cared about, including myself that had it, and she was, trying to find out from me like what I did to get better so fast, and what what I all the stuff that I had tried. And I think a huge portion of it is, but I told her, we were discussing constantly so that she knows. A huge portion of it for me was like zinc and vitamin D, and I think even more than vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D. I have a mixture that when in Jamaica we always mix up something. I make turmeric, garlic, ginger. These are fresh turmeric, not powder. No, turmeric, garlic, ginger, um, a whole lemon. Sorry, lime, um, and white rum, Jamaican white rum. And did I put anything else in there? No, that was it. And just extra lemon juice, and I actually blended them all together. And I use it. Oh, honey. I use it as a tea, and that's what I drank. So by now I have my mixture, and it's not every time I get sick. It's a mixture that we usually keep in the house in the winter, or really all throughout the year, and it sits there it don't have to be refrigerated. Once it has a rum in there, it sits there. And then I take out it's kind of thick, but not too thick, but enough for me to take out like a teaspoon or 2 teaspoon, and put in hot water and make a tea. That's what I did with it. It helped me a lot. It's not something you can give to the kids. Now you can minus the rum and give it to the kids. And usually I make two versions, a minus and with the rum, and because the rum really helped me and it actually knocked me out like cold. But so yeah, the between the mixture, the zinc, the vitamin D. I did also take Alka-Seltzer cold and flu, which helped me with I think the those cold-like symptoms or flu-like symptoms, and also the cough. It got rid of the original cough because it never went away. It just transferred over. And then I took Advil for the headaches because anybody who has COVID know there's a huge association with headaches. But plus I had a fever, so I had body aches too. So I used it for the body aches and the headaches, and that really helped me a lot. And so the Alka-Seltzer cold and flu. These are the only three over-counter medicine that I actually use. That was like cold medicine is the Alka-Seltzer cold and flu, the Advil for the headaches and body aches or fever, and also I did use Mucinex, the Mucinex night shift, um, which I did took it at night and it helped me sleep. So I think a lot of this is really getting rest too, and I got a good bit of rest because Mucinex really kind of knocked me out. And whenever I was up in the middle of the night, I also had these painkillers, and I can't remember what brand it was. That was PM. If I woke up with these headaches, and I would take it in the middle of the night if I woke up and went back to sleep. And I did a lot of sleeping. Did a lot of sleeping. A lot of Lysol spraying. I got up, dragged myself out the room to wash my sheets every few days. Every 2 days, I wash some sheets, blanket, pillowcase, everything. Spray out the room, Lysol. One of the hardest things for me to do, crazy enough, was to take a shower because I didn't really have breathing issues like that. But when I was in the shower, no lie, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I couldn't breathe, and yeah, it was kind of scary. And so I didn't want to shower, but I had to because I had to force myself to get better, keep myself clean, and get rid of this. Just get rid of the virus. And I thought the steam was gonna really be good for my headspace. But yes, that's what I did. That's it. I quarantined in the room. I did drink a lot of fluids, as much as I could drink, because there was about 3 days where I couldn't eat anything because I threw up everything, even tea. I threw up all everything I had in my stomach, including stuff I didn't even have in my stomach. I just kept throwing up. I just kept throwing up. No matter what I ate, crackers, throw up because I had to try to eat something because I was taking medication. I don't feel comfortable with taking medication like Advil or whatever with no food on my stomach. But yeah, I I had I was throwing up 3 days straight, and it got to a point that I was afraid to eat. Yeah, my son went through something like that. He had gotten COVID a few months back from school when he first started school. Mask or no mask, he's on the football team, and he had gotten sick. I think he was sick for about 2 weeks, and he went through that as well. And he lost like 20 pounds during that whole session with COVID, and because he couldn't eat, he kept throwing up everything. So now I know how he felt because the first time I had this thing, I couldn't eat because I didn't have an appetite, but I wasn't throwing up. At least I don't remember. I don't think I was throwing up. This time was like tea, juice, water, cracker, anything. My stomach was rejecting everything. Um, okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So anyway, yeah. So that was my experience with COVID. I'm not gonna lie. I do not want to do this again. Um, yeah. I don't know, man. I feel it for people that are going through this experience and worse. And I'm not gonna say, um, something that worked for me is gonna work for you. I don't know, but I would try it. I would really try it. And one thing for me is, and I'm not saying that, I'm not judging anybody about their prayer life, but I'm a praying woman. Like, I'm a prayer. And I have a relationship with God. And so, because of that, all that I've been through with Him, I knew that He was going to sustain me, as He has always done. So, for me, it's like, all right, you catch this thing, no, probably from your husband. Nobody tell him something so, but he was sick. So, and he don't like wearing his mask. Don't ask me why. He's not. Anyway. Bring it back. Let's bring it back. But yeah, I that's it. So I just wanted to come on here to talk to people about what I took and how it affected me, um, and so that you guys can hopefully get the same things. Yo, one thing I noticed, and it's probably something that's still going on now, is it was really hard to get medication, like the over-the-counter cold medication or flu medication. It come at the store them the empty. The store them the empty. There was a lot of stuff that we couldn't find. The Mucinex night shift. I don't even know what the hell that is. Like, I have never taken Mucinex before, and I had to buy it because that was one of the brands, the only brands that was actually in the store. It was really by luck I found that Advil. No, sorry, that's the Alka-Seltzer cold and flu. But I really like Alka-Seltzer cold and flu. I've taken it in the past, and I think it's something that really helps me. My body responds too well, and so I want to give the credit to Alka-Seltzer cold and flu because I've taken it before, and my body responds to it quite well, and it just helped me out a lot. But Mucinex is something I had. I don't have it here, but I had like a bottle of some emergency mucus I had bought from Amazon because I couldn't really find a lot of stuff in the store. And to me, it did nothing. It did nothing. Maybe I was taking the wrong dosage. I don't know. But the Advil consistently always works for me. Over the years, it works. So, anyway, I would swear by that. So, with all that being said, I wish you guys a blessed day. Be careful if you're vaccinated. I know you're still could possibly get it, but your chances of, the chances of you getting it really bad are low. And so that's a great thing. And that's one of the reasons why I'm really considering now getting it, because of that reason, because I had immunity. I feel when I had the first time, I had antibodies that last me over a year, because between now and then, this is the second time I've had it, and I have been around people. Um, and so I think because of that, now I realize that yes, you can have some immunity or antibodies that help you fight it, or help, or allow you not to get it, but it's only but so long that lasts for, right? And so I don't know. I'm really considering it, but I'm gonna pray about it and let God lead me in the right way, right direction I should go. Right? Yeah, footsteps are ordered by the Lord. So, or the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord or woman, right? So I'm gonna let Him guide me to what my next steps should be, and not make the decision on my own, because I'm gonna make a wrong decision. I'm gonna make a mistake. Don't judge me because I didn't vaccinate. Sorry, guys. I feel like I'm still kind of in a fog. I physically feel better. I still have lingering symptoms. I've been better now for about 3 days. I still have a cough. I still have a runny nose. I still am very cloudy in my head feels like I'm underwater. And that's something that is getting better daily as well. But still, I feel like I'm underwater. Even just the sounds, it feels like, when you go in the water under the, in a pool, and your ears are clogged, or, up to high elevation and your ears are clogged. That's how I feel. And I know this is TMI, but I am so mucusy. Like the first time when I got sick, there was no mucus. It was just like a dry cough. And I am so mucusy. Like, I'm constantly struggling with mucus in my blowing my nose and um, throwing up. One thing I did notice too, let me say that real quick. When I was throwing up, when I wasn't eating, I did notice at that time, every time I threw up, every time, it caused me to, when I blow my nose, there was a lot of mucus. And also, or I would cough afterwards, and it was a lot, like the amount of mucus. I was just like, what in the, sorry, the baby's in here. I was like, what in the world, right? The amount of mucus. Really? Get that. Let me see if I can show you guys. Oh, he's gone again. Really? Anyway, my office space is a mess. When I was out sick, the kids were in here playing in my office area. Yeah. Playing in my office area. These are laser tag guns I had bought for my son for his Christmas, but he don't want them. So. Not him, the big one. So I'm sending them back. So yeah, my head is still in like I feel like I'm underwater. And no, stop touching stuff. I feel like I'm underwater, and I'm still very, very mucusy. I'm still bringing up really a lot of mucus. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please support my little channel. I haven't created content in a while. I've actually been, like I said, been sick for a few weeks now. But today we're actually going to work on taking down our Christmas tree. It's been a minute, and I'm trying. I've got a lot of projects I'm trying to do around the house. You know, stop. Okay, stop. That's my monitor boy. A lot of Ethan. Ethan. Okay, bye guys.